What's up, everybody? Rob Nakamura here, and I'm here with the High Chief, Zac Pauga. Together, we're fully hydrated, and we're going to get into the first thing we like to do, the pump and dump, where we look at the most recent UFC event, give some love, give some admonishment, and folks, let us know what you're thinking. Drop some comments. Who deserves some pumps? Who deserves some dumps? Where's the love? Where's the hate? You know, it's all good. And we don't tell each other beforehand. We don't discuss this we find out live action just like you guys. And Zac always gets to pick. So what we doing, my dude?
I'm doing my pump first. And obviously there were so many, all finishes, right? Main card, all finishes, plenty of guys to pump, plenty of performances to call out. I have a super special one for many reasons, and that's Chris Padilla. So many reasons why, but I want to highlight it because every time people shit on someone for not taking a fight because someone misses weight, I always want to point out this. There should be no expectation that someone takes the fight when someone misses weight. That should not be the expectation. What we should do is highlight when people do. He didn't have to take this fight. There was the contract that he signed, right, on the dotted line said a certain number, and Bonfim came in at a different number, 5 pounds off. Yes, there's pressure from the fans. There's pressure from the UFC. He shouldn't have to take this fight. But he did. He went in there and he beat that dude's ass, got the 20%, got the win bonus. Everything went his way. This is what everyone thinks is going to happen. Everyone that takes the fight when their opponent misses weight, this is what they're hoping is going to happen. And it usually, traditionally doesn't go that way. So just big props to him. He made the one mistake of asking for the bonus, and my pump for him for taking a fight that you didn't have to, that at the numbers you probably shouldn't have, but went in there anyway, got to finish it. Amazing job.
I agree, dude. That one was a highlight moment among highlights. I think anybody who didn't know him before knows him now. He must have gained a lot of fans, a lot of respect from all over the place. But I want to go backwards half a step, not taking anything away from Mr. Padilla at all, but the fans, you know, man, you guys aren't the ones with a permanent record on your professional record for all time that can never be adjusted. Those numbers are for life. And whether you think the guy should or shouldn't fight, who gives a shit what you think? Like, that's that person's professional career. And I think it's weird when people throw their 2 cents on it when Pitbull decided, right, no, thank you. And everybody wanted to get upset about it. But if the guy goes and loses, there's no upside for him. Ever.
There's no asterisk, right? There's no asterisk that goes by your loss that says, well, you lost to this guy, but he missed weight. And Pitbull's a perfect example. He's a vet. He doesn't need to fight you. And when you miss weight, and his opponent was like talking trash, saying he's scared, all this stuff. It's like, didn't make weight. Didn't make weight.
Yeah. Dude was talking and then begging for the fight to go forward. Wow. I'd never forget that part. But yeah, to Mr. Padilla, man, like, that is the way, and I'm glad you said that. That's not the way it normally goes. Like, the fact of the matter is that, and I'm using this word lightly and comically, but with a little bit of a jab, like the cheaters, the people navigating their way to the maximum limit of the weight, like, that's the part I have the problem with on this occasion. Hey, we're all humans, shit happens, but at least be close.
Yeah.
Look like you tried. Brother did not look drained. He was at the limit of what could possibly be done. That just screams cheater vibes to me. And for Padilla to overcome all that and get the dub, man, great circumstance, great pump. That was actually in the back of my mind as my pick. But I had a feeling before we started recording that you might pick him because it was such a good pick. All right, my pump, okay, just label me a hypocrite because just last week I said I'm not picking any UK fighters, and I'm still not, but I didn't say I'm not going to pump them. So good job, Christian Leroy Duncan. Dude, you're doing what I knew you to be doing on the level before you reached to the UFC, like looking smooth with it, like all the time. Even when things were a little going against him just for a moment, he did it smoothly and handled it smoothly. And there's this, I wish I had a better for smooth because I just said it 4 times, but I don't right now. And the guy is just silky. And I'm becoming more and more of a fan of his style. And when you can handle adversity, when you can do your thing and apply it to someone and look that good and that polished, I'm finding acronyms now. I mean, synonyms now. But when you can do the same thing the other way when the heat is on, oh man, count me a fan. So that's my pump.
That was such a fun fight for me to watch because my picks last week, I was like, I always pick against this guy and then he always wins. So I'm just picking him because I'm tired of him burning me. And then I'm watching that fight and I'm going, of course, this time you're going to lose. And he turned around and pulled out of the fire. That was a great one to watch.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So, well, we gave the love. Now it goes into the admonishment category. What you got, my dude?
So my dump, and listen, you got to listen. It's a very specific reason. My dump is Gabriel Fonfing. Okay. I don't care who you are. UFC wins are hard to come by. Speaking from experience, but anyone, even these Tom Aspinall, right? Like, even as awesome as he is, heavyweight champ, he's only got what, 8, right? That's your only opportunity to grab that mic as a UFC fighter, right? If you're not one of these guys that also is on the desk, you have super limited amount of time to grab that mic in front of all the fans and talk to them and spit your game, shoot your shot, give them something to remember. Okay. That is your career, your life as a fighter. That is the most premium time right there is your post-fight speech. Do not pull out Colby Covington. He's not going to fight you. Nobody wants to see him fight. I don't even know if he's still on the roster. When was the last time Colby Covington? That's like calling out Conor McGregor. He's not even a fighter, man. Like you're wasting your time. Not only are you wasting your time, you're calling for a fight that you're not going to get. You're calling for something that people don't even want to see fight. Like people don't even want to see Colby fight. So you not only wasted your time, you turned people against you. People that were like, oh, dang, that's a good fight. They're going, this dude's calling out Colby Covington? What are we doing?
And you know what? I'm so glad you said that. You actually made me think differently than what my immediate fandom was at the time. When I heard it live, my brain was just going, oh, hey, that's pretty good because everybody kind of hates Colby. So like people just want to see him get beat up. So they're going to see you now that you just had this, you can call it questionable finish, whatever, by the ref. I don't care. But you got this finish over a good fighter. And now you're trying to sway. You're trying to like build onto the Colby haters. Like, yeah, dude, pick me. I'm the one who's going to like beat him up. When you just said that now, that just changes my opinion about that quite a bit. I didn't even consider that point of view. I was also thinking about it at the time. You remember for a little while, like everybody and their mama was calling out Lionheart Smith. And I'm saying this with so much love and the dude would kill me, but he's the easy win ranked fighter, right? Like you can throw yourself into the ranking with an easy fight, which I don't believe any of that. But still, I thought like, oh, that's what Gabriel's doing. He's like just trying to throw himself into the rankings with an easy win, knowing that Colby's not the guy he used to be.
So you want to correct? He's the biggest name that you could probably beat. That for sure. But he's not going to fight. He's not going to fight you. Like you're wasting the call out. Colby Covington is not going to fight you.
Yeah, you're right about that. I want to fully agree with you on the point of that premium 15 to 30 seconds time that you get on the microphone. Fighters, all of you that I love so much, try to think of it as your advertisement time. You know how much money it costs to have a 30-second ad on a UFC broadcast?
Exactly.
All right, well, that's what you just got. That's what you just got. So instead of paying, I don't know what the price would be, a couple $100,000 to have to do that, you earned it through your blood, sweat, and tears and throwing yourself on the line. Great call.
Yeah, minor pump, but just example. What Paul Felder asked you is irrelevant. Grab the mic and say your thing, just like Hockett, right? He didn't answer Paul Felder's question at all. He snatched the mic. He cut his little promo. That is how you use your time. Don't wait for Paul Felder or DC to tee you up something good to be memorable for.
Absolutely. Because they're just going to push the script and agenda of the company, which is literally almost always on to the next. Because Hookick's speech, whether you liked it or not, thought it was cringe or thought it was entertaining, it was getting shared. It's being pushed around, and that's furthering his brand than anything else anybody else did on the microphone. All right, well, since you went with one Bomb Fiend brother as I'm going with the other one, I'm going for the easy low hanging fruit, Ishmael. You know, the opposite of what we just talked about, the upside of Mr. Padilla showing up and doing the thing. Like, bro, like, what the fuck, man? You disrespect the entire game. You make yourself look foolish by missing weight. And then, like, the one knock on you from the public's point of view is you got the skills, but you're kind of a gas bag. So then maybe I thought, hey, you know what? This guy didn't want to drain himself. He's using every advantage he can because maybe he knows he's a gas bag. Like maybe deep down in his soul, he just knows and he's like, ah, shit, this is what I got to do. So you even leverage stuff into your skill set or into the upside for yourself, and you still just melt the minute adversity got applied to you, directly the opposite of CLD. The minute adversity came your way, you wilted like a last flower of summer. It was embarrassing, dude. That was so bad. And I'm not the one fighting Mr. Padilla either. So I'm just saying this just as a fan, but those are so many big, like, on your record on so many different levels.
They need to cut it.
Oh, I was just about, thank you. Thank you.
I feel bad how many times I've had to go in on dudes missing weight. Like this is ridiculous. The name of this podcast, right, is Fully Hydrated. And like when you were spitting off names, I literally saw that and I go, that's what we're doing because it makes a huge difference. I hate dudes that miss weight so much. I hate him so much. And like I said, I'm a heavyweight fighter. Oh, you don't have to make weight. I did 9 times, right? I weigh 260 pounds right now. I cut to 206 9 times. It's hard. It's hard as shit. It's super hard, but it can be done if you care about it. Every one of these guys that miss weight, oh, my body started cutting weight. Oh, it started shutting down. That's all bullshit. You can make weight if you care. If it matters to you, you can make weight. But these guys just know that they can get around and still get their fights, still get their money, and miss weight. So they have to cut.
Well, dude, I'm with you. If the term UFC level is gonna fucking mean anything for the next years to come, they have to start slapping some people on the dick. Like they gotta start making it mean something. You can't just be doing whatever, is breaking the rules, just cheating.
Boy, this is his at least second, right? At the very, very least, if you miss weight, you're not fighting at that weight class. I don't know how we can have multiple weight misses at the same weight class. That can't be a thing in the UFC, right? This is the major leagues. This is the MLB, the NBA. Imagine if there was one team that like didn't show up on time multiple times in the NBA.
No kidding. And this is just me going off like I do sometimes. But what you just said, dude, missing weight twice. Well, if this was in California, guess what? California Commission then makes you fight your next fight up a weight class. Like there is no other option. You have to. So like some places have good rules. It's just like the enforcement of things or the placement of things is off for whatever reason. It seems like the UFC gets further and further away from the integrity that it was built on for so many years. All right. So with that being said, I want to throw in a just for nothing micro pump and micro dump all at once. And who am I talking to and about? The casual fan base, because they were shitting and gave no love. There was even some media outlets, and because I respect the guy who wrote the article, I'm not going to dog him, but even them grading the card pre-fight, bro, as a F minus. And then, like you said, all finishers, even the undercard had good finishes with great action. Can we reserve the right of ranking a card till after it's fucking done, dude? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never met any psychics. I've met lots of great athletes, a lot of great business people, 0 psychics I've met in my life. So all these people shitting on cards before they happen, like, get the hell out of here. That's my dump. And the pump is to the apex. Like, everyone's shitting on, oh, apex card. Because that's where you get, we talked about this before, bro. That's where you get the fighters that don't have a whole bunch of money just to sit on and fuck off. They need it. They need that money. And so we get great shows. So there you go. That's my random tangent and pump and dump in there.
No,
Other
I liked
thoughts on
it. And I see you going to war on X sometimes. I see you going to war on X sometimes, and it's like I'm so over the fan base. They can get mad at me if they want, right? You could share all the 3 different fights I've been knocked out. I think you do it anyway. But I'm so tired of it. You think Chris Padilla wants to fight in the Apex, or you think he cares that, oh, you guys don't think that this is an important fight? It's an important fight to all of us. Every fight is an important fight. Even Ariel shared a thing we're talking about Hokit's promo that he cut, and Ariel was like, "Oh, this would be great if there wasn't 3 people in the Apex." Or it's like, is that helpful, Ariel? Is that helpful? The biggest MMA journalist isn't sharing this and saying good job or just putting it out there. He's sharing it and then trashing on the Apex. Cool, Ariel. Let's try and lift up the guys that we can instead of just complaining about everything all the time.
You know what? I don't even want to be this guy, but I'm gonna, because MMA finds a way to make me talk in circles sometimes, because I love Bellator and I supported it to the death. But more people saw that promo being shared off of that stream because it was broadcasted to the world via ESPN platform, and then everybody sharing it online versus the 12,000 people that would have seen him live when he was fighting in Bellator and doing the same damn thing, which most of y'all missed when it was happening at that time. And he was on my radar then. So that part, like, yeah, I don't understand. And you know what? I'm going to run it even further. Like, dude, you didn't know anybody on the card. You just showed up at the event. You ordered the damn service, and you might know 5 guys. And then the other 10 to a dozen, you find out on the spot if they're good, if they're not, what's the history. And like nowadays, it's like everybody's so spoiled. The fan base is so spoiled that they just have this undeserved right to complain or rag on what it is. Like you said, the fighters don't care. The fighters want to fight. The fighters want to have a day, an opportunity to do their job. And that's all that matters. I'm with you on that. All right. Well, folks, thank you for listening. You've gone the distance with us. It's been a good time. We'll see you next time. But in the meantime, stay fully hydrated. All right.